The only way you can kick survival out of your life is waking up, is understanding some of this information. If you're tired of surviving, if you're tired of living a life of scarcity, if you're tired of a life of everything is not enough, if you're tired of looking at the world in that kind of thing, if you're tired of looking at bitter people, bitter with yourself, like if you're tired of your flaws, if you're tired of everything, anything you're supposed to do is to wake up. Just ask yourself, how can I wake up? How can I know the truth? It's bitter, but it's the truth, and it's going to set you free. That's the only way you're going to kick survival out of your life. But if you still think that you can do this, if you still think that you have the energy, my friend, you're going to be in survival till you're going to be in survival. Your kids are going to be in survival. Your grandkids are going to be survival. Till one person is like, man, I'm tired of surviving. I want to live. I want to live the way God put me here to be in this day and age. You see that thing where they be like Adam and Eve. People, some religions or some whatever, still believe like, okay, we are still carrying the thing of Adam and Eve. Did you live on that generation of Adam and Eve? Do you even know who Adam and Eve is? People are carrying all that sin, the greatest sin of Adam and Eve. Were you there? And now, because now we get away from that, we are still carrying Adam's sin. Did you commit any of whatever happened, what they tell us in the Garden of Eden? We are carrying Cain's sin. Cain killed. Were you Cain? Have you killed anyone? So why do you think you're carrying that? It's not denial, but it's accepting the truth. That all those things probably some people are like, but then you're not like them. For you, who are you? Have you killed anyone? If people are surviving, for you, who you as you, do you also want to survive? If that's what probably we've normalized, surviving, working hard, is that what you want? That's what the world has told us. You're supposed to work and is that the life that you want to live? You know that people that are living lives and they're not working the way you're working. You know that why they say that rich don't even work so hard, it's the poor. If you work so hard, like physical labor, you'll never be rich. Physical labor, till you probably change jobs, you'll be like, man, I was working that, but it was too heavy for me. I switched jobs and life got better. That's why you're supposed to ask for the blessing of God, so that to land you in places whereby you're not going to work so hard. That's why people be like, okay, you don't want to work and you're lazy. You're not lazy. The God in you knows that you're not supposed to do it. Then you're not supposed to live a life like that. So just work on yourself. Do research. The problem will be like, okay, I don't want to work so hard. I don't want to do heavy work. I don't want to do this kind of thing. But then we stay there. So if you don't want to do that kind of work, look for means. That's why people go to church. They'll be like, man, I'm going to struggle in this world. Let me go to church. It's okay. If you've gone to church and things have worked, good. If you've gone to church and things have not worked, look for other means, because there are alternatives. You'll be like, okay, if this hasn't worked, let me probably go to witchcraft. Okay, witchcraft, that's a long story. So read around. Don't go there. But first ask around. Be like, but if I go, would I add in other things? They're going to tell you sacrifice. If they tell you to sacrifice, run. That's not the real African belief system. If they ever tell you to come, we have to sacrifice a cow, sacrifice a goat, run. That's not the real. Okay, it worked in that period, but then we are going back to how things were. And how things were, they didn't need sacrifice. Because you're going back to the place whereby you're not sacrificing. Did Adam sacrifice anything? They just did their own thing. So we are going back to that place whereby we don't have to sacrifice anything. We're supposed to just live and everything will be given to us. Everything will come to you. That's the mentality you're supposed to cultivate, because everything, I'll tell you this, where I say everything will come to you. People that open shops, people that have shops, do you carry people from wherever to come and shop for you? You don't. You just sit in your shop and people come. That's what I mean. I don't mean to just sit there. No, do something. Like, just do something. That time doesn't have to be through hard work. It's supposed to be inspired action, because the God in you has told you, God, do this. That's the action. That's the working. It's not working whereby I'm telling you that, oh, stop, just sit there. No, it's not sitting there, because if you sit there, you are dummy. You're dumb. That's not what they say. They tell you to just get inspired action. If it's a shop, stop looking for customers. Find out how you're going to attract the customers. Probably through advertising, probably doing this. So sit and wait for them. So you cleanse yourself to see how you're going to attract them. That's what I mean. I don't mean like you're going to just sit there and no. It's inspired action. You'll be like, okay, that's why things like advertising are there, things like media are there, so that you can promote your business. You promote and sit and wait for the customers to come, so that you stop chasing them. That's what I mean. So that you stop chasing the world. That's what I mean. I don't mean like just sitting there. You get it? So that you attract. Probably if you're doing certain things, you see like what people are going to come to you so that they can attract. If you're doing business, how are you going to attract the customers? You're not going to chase the customers, because however much you chase and people don't want to buy, they won't buy. Why? The energies are off. If the energies are not off, the universe is still teaching you certain things. The universe is still teaching you customer care. The universe is still teaching you certain things. The universe is still teaching you that, man, my son, this thing is not for you. Go do some other thing. Go do some other business. So that's what I mean. It's inspired action. You're not going to do everything. You don't need everyone. We are 47 million people. You don't need all those as clients. No. Perhaps you need like 10 people a day, 2 as clients. You don't need like the 100. So what are you going to do to cultivate that? The 10 most important people you need are coming to you. You don't need 100 clients. No. You can get one client who's going to serve you and who's going to come back and it's going to be your client for the rest of your life, who's going to make you rich, who's going to make you wealthy. One person like this, you don't need all these. One person who's going to bring all these people that you're looking for. So when I say that, go make yourself attractive to the world, it's not that you're going to just sit there, because even working on the mind is work, and that's the most important thing. When they tell you work hard, see how you're going to change your mind. How are you going to work on your mindset? How are you going to work on everything? How are you going to align your energies? How are you going to work on these things? How are you going to know God? How are you going to know who you are? That's why people pray. But people pray and are praying in... That's a different conversation. That's how people do witchcraft. Even when you go wherever you're going to go, they're going to be like, Mozuku, take this and put it wherever you're going to put. People are going to come. That's it. It's not you attract. It's not you stop. So that you stop cursing the world. Stop cursing people. So that you cultivate the right energies of whatever you're doing, whatever you're dealing in. And I promise you this, if it's for the benefit of others, if it's for the benefit of you, it can't fail. If it's helping some other person, it can't. It's just a matter of some. Probably you haven't learned certain things that you're supposed to do. And that's what we're here. That's what we are here. That's what we are doing. That's what we are. It can't fail. If it fails, you come back and do it. If it's yours, it can never. And that's what manifestation is. You can't manifest something that is not yours. You can't. That's why God can't give you what's not yours. What is truly yours? Because you might want a car, but you don't even want it. You want it because some other person told you it's a good car. So if in manifestation you won't get it, unless you manifest, probably you want wealth and that thing will come. Unless deep down you want it, you'll get it. But if you see that you haven't gotten it, you've gotten something else, probably you need to work harder. Probably at the right time it will come. Probably something else, something is off, because you don't want everything. In manifestation, as you go on that journey, you know that you don't want everything. You know that you have a specific car you want. You know that you don't need all cars. You know that you don't need everyone. You know that you don't need everything. If you still want everything, if you still need everything, then you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you want. You'll only have everything in your own world. There is a difference. Everything in the world and everything in your own world. That's how manifestation works. So you'll get everything in your own world. Perhaps let's say when in the desert, Satan told Jesus that I'll give you everything in the world. Perhaps Jesus rejected them because in his world, earthly things were not his thing. That's what they mean. Earthly things were not in his world. For you, if you think earthly things are in your world and you go on the manifestation journey, you will get them if they're in your world.